All right, so here we go with like my very favorite day of beginning orchestra. Repeat after me. Balance point day. Fantastic, fantastic. Okay, here's what I want you to do. I want you to take your bow, hold it just like I'm holding it here, and I want you to look at that bow. If you want to lay it backwards and kind of look at it sideways with both hands, that's okay too. I just want you to take a look at this bow, and I would like you to be a scientist for me. I would like you to see if you can predict the point of the bow at which, the point along the stick, at which the bow's weight is going to be even to where it balances on each side. And then what we're going to do is we're going to test our predictions. Go ahead and give yourself a second. All right, so here's how we'll run the test. Wave at me with the hand that you write with. Whatever hand that you write with, wave at me with that hand. Hold the bow by the frog in the opposite hand. It doesn't really matter. So take that hand that you write with and hold your index finger, your pointer finger straight up and down. Now take that finger, point it out. If you want to point it out sideways, great. If you want to flatten it this way, that's fine. If you want to hold it this way, that's fine too, as long as that finger's pointing out. Now, with the other hand, take your bow, and I want you to lay it across that finger of yours at the point where you thought it was going to balance, and I want you to see if your prediction was correct. So let's say maybe you thought that it was going to balance here. And I'm getting it to work there? No? Okay, well, let's experiment some more. Find the point along the bow at which the bow balances totally perfectly such that you can take away that other hand. And there we have it. This is our balance point. All right, let me walk through why I did it the way that I did it. I take this concept, which is actually like a really critical concept in string playing and bow technique, and I kind of make a game out of it. I talk about the science thing, be a scientist. What students end up finding is that the balance point of the bow is very much off center, right? They get to that point where the bow is going to balance, and they see that it's kind of like 2/3 away from the tip, or about 1/3 ish or so in away from the frog, which is a little bit strange. And I actually use this as a teaching opportunity to get the students to examine, well, why is that, right? And eventually they come to the realization that, there's a lot more going on this part of the bow than there is on this side of the bow. This side's lighter, right? That there's no frog out here. And in fact, if you look at the shaft of the bow, you'll see that it actually thins out towards the tip, which means it's thicker now towards the frog. So it's a lot weightier here. So of course, that's going to offset where that balance point is. So the balance point is really important for a few different reasons. Some of them are short term. Most of them are going to be long term. In the short term, we're going to use the balance point of the bow to actually give ourselves a preparatory bow hold after we've done the pencil bow. So it's really important, even in the first year, that the students start to learn what that balance point is, because they're going to use it as a reference for learning their bow hold. And then it's going to be important for string technique like forever from now on.